I'm gonna post a clip. I'm gonna start adding some other stuff to the Foundational Freedmen playlist, so folks can really get a context of the history of what our folks had to go through. But this is why, y'all, especially after the Essence thing and all the other little stuff we've been dealing with, we not accepting. This is zero tolerance from here on out, from foreign and domestic sambos, especially foreign. We not tolerating no disrespect, and we not tolerating nothing. No. We're not tolerating whitewashing or none of that. We going to speak to this. Folks just like me that's going to speak to that, and we going to say no. Every time somebody brings up, oh, well, black on black crime, Chicago, and all this kind of stuff like that, and y'all ain't got no culture, and you don't know your history. No. No, that ain't happening. Because we were the only people here that had to deal with that. Nobody had to. Now, you had the indentured servitude and stuff, but they was able to walk away. But we had to be subjected to that all the way to the 70s. This is the 60s and the 70s in Louisiana, Mississippi, and probably other places as well. Nah, we ain't having it. We know our last couple 100 years. Folks are, well, you don't know your history and this, that, and the third. No, we know a lot. We know a lot. So now I'm gonna post this. It's a piece. There's a brother that he was a producer, and what he did was he went down to the South and was interviewing this sister that was being violated as a child in the 60s. In the 60s. This wasn't that long ago. That was on a plantation, and you got some black folks that still to this day live on in, well, 2009. So you might, man, that ain't that far from there, you know. So down there in Mississippi to this day. But there was a brother that did a documentary, and I just watched it on Amazon. So I finally found it. I've been trying to find the DVD, so I'm gonna review it several different times. But I'm gonna post a little piece or whatever like that. Yeah, we not gonna have these Sambo Negroes tell us what we don't deserve and what we don't. Oh, we shouldn't get this, and we're not owed that, and it's a handout and all that. We ain't having that. Hell no. No, absolutely not. And there was probably some situations that was worse than this. So I'm gonna post this in a second.
And so this was the particular time that I had to go with my mom. So they raped my mom. And when it came to me, I was sitting there crying because, when you don't know what's going on, I was sitting up there crying in this. And so the lady said, they coming to me. So the master's wife said to him and the other brothers or whoever they were, and she said, and they was sort of looking, and she said, oh no, honey, no. And she says, she's not even a heifer yet. I didn't learn what that word was till over in the 70s. And she said, she's not even a heifer yet. She's just a yearling. You can't. But they gagged my mouth, and they raped me just like they did my mama. And there I was laying in that pile of blood. A little bit of girl didn't know what to do. And his wife had to clean me up. But that never stopped. And I remember telling my mom, if you go tell that old nigger what happened here today, we's gonna kill everybody.
We took this issue of present-day slavery pinnage to Capitol Hill. We contacted members of Congress to get a reaction, but were not surprised when they said they would, but never set up a time to be interviewed.